Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What we have been waiting for. We are finally going to be able to use our paint palettes. Hopefully you guys have been able to get a hold of some paint palettes. If you haven't gotten a hold of paint palettes, remember, you can always take a marker, color it on a piece of plastic or a piece of tin foil, use a brush and water, and it will work exactly like paint will work. Hopefully you guys have been able to get a hold of a paint palette. Remember, you can get them at the dollar store, at Walmart, at Target, anywhere. All right, my friends. So today you're going to need your paint palette. You're going to need some water, a paint brush. If you don't have a paintbrush, there's always one that comes in the set, or you can use a Q-tip if you don't have anything else at all. You're going to need a thicker piece of paper. This is not copy paper. This is construction paper. If you could get an even thicker piece of paper, like a watercolor paper, that would be amazing, but you don't have to, just as long as you're using a thick paper and not a thin copy paper. And then the Sharpie is going to be for the next part in the project. So what you guys are going to be making, here is the inspiration I have found. See if I can get that bigger. There you go. These are geodes. These are rocks that have super shiny crystals inside, and around it, it is surrounded with something called Zentangles. I will teach you guys about Zentangles next time. Today, we're going to focus on these colorful dots. So, super easy, super simple for you guys today. You're going to open up your paint. You're going to make sure your name is on the paper as well. My paint got a little cracked because I've been messing with it a lot. All right, I totally forgot. You need a paper towel as well. It does not have to be a brown paper towel. It can be any paper towel you want. That is for blotting your paintbrush. Dip your paintbrush in the water first. Remember to squeeze it on the edge of the cup, but not so hard that you knock it over. Choose a color, any color you want, and Mr. Brush likes to dance on top of the paint. I know you guys are too old for that, but it still works. All right, so swirl the brush several times, loading up the paintbrush. Now notice, my paintbrush is staying at a point. I'm not smashing it into the paint. I am swirling it on top of the paint. Then, pick any random spot you want. Start painting. Make it a little bit bigger, and you can always mix two colors together. So now I want to go into some red. Wash my brush, swirly, 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 wipey, wipey. A little bit more paint water, swirl it on the red paint. And I'm going to overlap my colors, and I want them to mix together. I want my pink and my red to mix together. Your circles do not need to be perfect circles. They can be ovals. They can be whatever you want. And there I'm mixing my red and my orange. Red and my pink together. Now, pick another set of colors, maybe green and blue or blue and purple, completely up to you. This palette happens to have a light green and a dark green, so I'm going to use both of them. All right, let's do some of that super satisfying fast forward and watch me paint. Alrighty, so I've taken it out of fast forward. You see how my yellow and my orange are not blended together. Clean my brush, blot it a little bit, and now with a clean brush, I want to swirl the orange and yellow together. That way I don't overpower the yellow with the orange because I now have a cleaned off brush. If you want to add more dots than this, maybe I could make a small little geode that's irregular shaped right here because I feel like it's kind of empty. Make sure you take at least one of them off the page. Think about your color choices. Remember your color wheel. Your colors should be touching on the color wheel for them to blend nicely. Don't try to blend orange and blue together. That is not going to work. So right here, I want to not use brown or black because that would not give me a very pretty geode. I'm going to use orange and red. There we go. There we go. There's my weird shaped geode. This all needs to dry. So my friends at home, you guys are going to be done very, very quickly because this does not take a long time. Unfortunately, in class, there's a bunch of kiddos and we have to go over how to get the supplies and how to clean up the supplies. So this is going to take us the whole entire class period. Next time, I will talk to you guys about Zentangles and the extra shapes around it. And right here, this is made with silver Sharpie or a shiny paint. Hopefully between now and then, you guys can also get a hold of that. If you can't get a hold of anything that's shiny or silver or Sharpie, you can always take a crayon and you can use a crayon, or you can just skip that step completely. This is it for today. Remember to have your name on the back of the paper. All right, guys. Happy creating!